Hey guys, it's Stacy and today I am here to do my September wrap-up. I know it's kind of late, but I'm just now getting around to filming it. I read quite a few books in September. I didn't enjoy most of them. They were kind of just meh books, but let's get into this wrap-up. The first book I read was Wonder Woman Warbringer by Leigh Bardugo, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this, especially the ending. I loved the ending so much. Okay, I wish we would get another book about Wonder Woman, but we're getting like a Batman book, which I'm totally okay with, but I want another Wonder Woman book because Wonder Woman is my life. I'm not gonna really say the synopsis because I feel like it could spoil this in the movie for any of it, but just know it's about Wonder Woman. Something happens, she kicks some butt, there's plot twists galore in this, and I loved it so much. The next book I read was Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes. This is the second book in the Fallen Kingdom series, and I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I liked it a little bit more than the first one, but not a lot. I want to love these books so much, but I'm having such a hard time. I really hate some of these characters. Like, I mean, like, deep-seated, rooted hate for some of these characters. Like, I dislike them so much. Basically, the series is like Game of Thrones, but YA. I've never read the Game of Thrones books, but I have watched the TV show, and it is very similar. Like Morgan Rhodes, she don't care. She will just kill anybody in these books. And like, man oh man. And I am on board for some of these ships, but I don't know if these ships are actually going to stay ships or if they're going to like fall in love with somebody else. I don't know. It's annoying. I kind of like it. I don't like it. I am going to continue with the series because I'm like trash and I have to read more. The next book I read was probably my most anticipated read of the year, and that is Intensity by Sherilyn Kenyon. I obviously gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Like, who am I? Also, I want to show something. Okay, one, there's beautiful artwork in it. And it is signed personally to me. I cried when I opened the package for this book. I was so excited. If you did not know, Chronicles of Nick, my favorite series of all time. Read it. I can't explain it because that just like ruins the whole plot, but read it. I love these books so much. This is the last book. I cried a lot while reading this book. The next book I read was Jacobi by William Ritter, and I gave this 3 or 3.5 stars. I can't really remember, but I did read this. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It did take me a minute to get into it. This is very slow going, not a lot happens. I'm hoping for the second book for a lot to happen because I did buy the second book before I read this, so my fault. But this is a historical fiction with like ghosts and like it's kind of paranormally. It's really fun. I do like it. I like the characters quite a bit, so I will be continuing on. Next book I read is Torn by Margaret Peterson Haddix. This is the 4th book in this series. This is a middle grade series about time travel. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. This one wasn't as fun as the first 3. I felt like this one was very similar to the 3rd book, but just like in a different time period. I am going to continue because I did buy the 5th book, but I might read the rest of them on my Kindle because I don't know. But I'm hoping the other books like pick up a little bit more and something actually different happens instead of just like the same story over again but with a different time period setting. The next book I read is something I'm so glad I finally read, and then it's The Archive by Victoria Schwab. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this. Okay, I love the characters so much. Like, they're so cute. Like, oh my goodness. But this book was really unique. I've never read anything like this, and it's something go into blind. Just know that there is Mackenzie Bishop is like badass but in her own way, and there are ghosts and a big library thing, and it's fantastic. I love this book quite a bit. I really want to read Unbound. Is that the next book? But yeah, I love this. And the last 3 books that I read were part of a series, and that is the first 3 books in the Spiderwick series. So we have The Field Guide, The Seeing Stone, and Lucinda's Secret. I gave all of these 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed these books. I thought they were so cute and so much fun and so like what I needed at the time. And I also love the movie. That's why I decided to read these. I do have the 4th and 5th book. I just didn't finish out this series this month, but it was so much fun. I love these books, and like look at these covers. Like, this is my favorite cover I've ever seen in my life. Like, that is gorgeous. Those are all the books I read this month. Comment what you read this month, and I will see you guys in another video.